Hi Gemini, welcome to your June no contact love tarot reading. So Gemini, we are looking at whatever you need to know right now about the person that you're thinking of during this time of no contact communication. And we're just going to be looking mostly at their energy basically. And looking at the situation, how do they feel about it? How do they feel about you? What are they doing right now that you need to be aware of, and could things change? So we have the Gaia Oracle here, so I'm going to do your reading with this deck and then jump in, do your opening messages with this deck and then jump into your reading. But welcome in Gemini, happy birthday, happy birthday. Hope you're all doing well, staying safe and healthy at this time. If you are new or returning, welcome in and thank you. My name is Mary, and this is Sunlight Insight Tarot. And this is for Gemini, Sun, Moon, Rising, Venus, heavy placements, cross watchers, male, female, general collective reading. And keep in mind, Gemini, all readings should be considered timeless. This is just when the messages come out. However, if you find this reading heavily resonates for you, there will be an extended reading at the end of this reading, and I'll tell you about that at the end. All right. Let's see what we have here. Winter's End, regeneration, rebirth, positive outcome. 16 is 7. 7 is a divinely guided spiritual energy. Can be a little bit challenging though. Achievement, keep focused on your dream. 17, which is 8. 8 is infinity, travel, action, movement, putting in the work. Eternal dance, movement, wheel of life, path of least resistance. 1910, which would be 10, which would be then and 1, a new beginning, endings and new beginnings. Purification, fire, bare essentials, the naked truth, and wholeness. 14, which is 5, which is about challenge or change, or both. So I do feel like there's something that ended with you recently, probably within the next few months. Last few months was very fiery, passionate with the fire energy here. And I feel like with this eternal dance, maybe this was something with this person where it kept coming in and out, like it was a constant cycle with this person, right? And I feel like you finally achieved at this point now where you finally let it go. Probably, you know, you've done your healing, you've got right down to the bare bones to say, okay, you know, I see the situation now, and you know, walking away. So obviously you're wondering, you know, how is this person feeling about this now? I mean, was there more, or was it always meant to be just what it was, right? So I think that's what a lot of you are curious about. Now I will mention the signs as I see them, Gemini. So they can be signs in chart people dealing with. If some signs don't resonate, you definitely can disregard them. Doesn't mean it's not your reading. But we have fire here, which could be Aries, Leo, Sag. So let's see. We got the Tarot of Dreams to do your reading. And I usually close out here with another Oracle deck for messages, but we do that on the extended now. And I have another Tarot deck as well for the extended. But let's see what's going on here first. For Gemini, what's the situation? What do we need to know? What do we need to know for Gemini? Let's see. The Sun. So there's pure enlightenment. 10 of Swords. It's in reverse though. 4 of Wands in reverse. Definitely was not commitment here. 2 of Wands, yeah, exactly. At the crossroads. 5 of Wands getting, so I feel like this was a very conflicting situation, but with the 5 of Wands reverse, again, another 5 over here, that's about making the change and getting out of this conflicting situation. Definitely feeling at the crossroads like, okay, this really needs to go one way or I'm going another way, right? Leaving this. 4 of Wands reverse, definitely there was no commitment or anything serious here. 10 of Swords reverse though, I feel like is that never-ending cycle. It like never closed, like it always came back around. And there's the pure enlightenment and realizing the wholeness of the situation, right? With the Sun healing, right? We got Leo here. So I definitely, obviously the one watching this is probably the one that, you know, understood the crossroads, the situation, and decided to walk away. Right? Again, finally getting out of this, right? I think it took a big wake-up call with the Sun too. Judgment reverse. Yeah, someone made a final decision here. probably was you to do what's best with you, and probably rather quickly here. And there's the success achievement right there. So you feel good. You feel confident that, you know what, I did it. I stood up. And maybe you had love for this person, right? But maybe you never knew how they felt, or if there was even anything more. But you feel proud of yourself because you walked away, right? You set a healthy boundary. Maybe you gave him an ultimatum, whatever. Obviously, you know, you felt like you did what you had to do for you, right? So let's see, Gemini, how they're feeling about the situation. How are they feeling about the situation? For Gemini, no contact. See how they're feeling about this situation. Oh. The Fool. King of Swords. Oh. 8 of Pentacles. The Lovers. Oh my gosh. What the heck? 10 of Cups. Holy crap, Gemini. And on the bottom was the Devil. Yeah, that's the lust, the passion, the desire, right? And there's you moving away, and again, successfully here. Well, maybe, oh, look at this. We got the King, Queen of Cups. I didn't notice that. And the King of Cups, for me, upright, can hide behind, usually you see a heavy cloak, hide behind the cloak, very reserved, held back. Yeah, they're mature, but they're kind of just reserved. I like them better reversed because they're more open, vulnerable, sharing of love, affections, and emotions, right? But there definitely was 2 people here who had deeper feelings, who probably, you know, maybe you said it out there and then just left, right? But now they're sitting in this energy of possibly wanting a fresh, clean slate start, energetic reset, new beginning, jump all in, sitting in their truth now with the King of Swords. It could be somebody who's been divorced in the past, or maybe you have. I mean, King of Swords, people can be divorced, widowed, you know, they're usually single. It could be legalities, it could be many things. 8 of Pentacles, that was about making it work, putting in the work. And there's a connection right there. So there's no doubt you were lovers, right? And then the total happiness here. So now they wake up and realize, it's almost like they thought, it's hard to describe. It's like they thought it was a relationship, but it really wasn't. It was just in and out, back and forth, you know, fire, passion, but yet the feelings were there, probably never discussed. I don't even really think they were seeing anybody else. I'm not feeling that, but it's like in their mind's eye, they were like, oh yeah, this is a relationship, but really it wasn't. But they kind of just assumed it was what it was, and that it was a relationship. It is very hard to explain, but that's what I'm feeling, if that makes any kind of sense. We have Aquarius, 2 cards of Gemini here. That is crazy. So you're coming up all up in their energy right there. So let's see. And the Fool is always right now for me. So, I mean, we kind of see how they feel. I mean, the connection, the 10 of Cups. I mean, total fulfillment when they were with you. They thought, however the connection was going, they felt it was working, right? So they felt like, okay, it works. This is what it is. So they just kind of let it be what it was, right? All right. So let's see how they're feeling about you. Let's see how they're feeling about you. Oh, Hierophant. 9 of Cups reverse. Ace of Wands. Yeah, there's the fire, the passion, desire. We've seen that. 9 of Wands. So there's some struggling here. 3. Oh, they're heartbroken right now, and they're struggling and unhappy. I do see the Hierophant here. I mean, this is good energy. This feels like only committed to you, but there was no real acknowledgement of a more serious connection. They just thought it was working the way it was, like I said, so they just kind of left it right as it was. But I see the Hierophant. I mean, that's morals, traditions, values, standards. I mean, should be, even though there's a lot of passion here, but now they're struggling with heartache and pain, and they're not happy without you. But I see this as a loyal dedication to one with the Hierophant here. And maybe this is now them, you know, wanting commitment and wanting to be more serious and really doing right by this, you know, realizing, well, I thought it was okay, but I guess it wasn't, right? Definitely there was a wake-up call with the sun energy here. So we had Taurus showing up there. Palace of Cups. There's a lot of love, feelings, and emotion here. And fire and passion with the Palace of Cups and the Palace of Wands. Feeling really weighed down right now by all of this. There's the Tower. Again, the big wake-up call. Shock, change, revelation, surprise. Could be happening now. All right, Gemini. So let's see what they're doing now. We can definitely see that they're struggling, sad, and lonely without you, right? Okay, Gemini. So what are they doing now that you need to be aware of? What are they doing now that you need to be aware of? High Priestess. Well, definitely time of no contact communication. But, I mean, Queen of Wands would get up, take the lead. King, male, female, it don't matter. Taking the lead. Rushing in. Knight of Swords. Three of Pentacles. They want to build, grow, expand. They want to renew the love here. Yeah, they want to build on this love. I mean, there is love here. I mean, Ace of Cups right here. Yeah, again, the fire, the passion, the attraction. And this is building, planning. So they're planning on returning very quickly to move this forward quickly, to renew the love, to build on the love moving forward during the time of no contact right here. Right? So and you kind of see this person thinking, so boy, taking the lead. They are planning something big, that's for sure. Let's see, we have Pisces, Aries, Aquarius, Hangman. So temporary limbo. Maybe this no communication hasn't been going on for too long. Again, everything up in the air. But now they're thinking about the future with the Three of Wands here. Six of Swords reverse is a return for commitment. King of Pentacles. Wow, okay. So let's see, Gemini, we're going to see how things are going to change. We do see they're planning something big for love. I do see that. It could be rather shocking out of the blue with the Knight of Swords. You see this knight, you know, like rushing right through this fiery, passionate energy, right? And what they're building and planning behind it is love-based with the Ace of Cups here. Maybe you worked with this person or worked with them at one time or know them somehow around your work environment, if that makes sense for some. But let's see. We're going to do one more row with a little bit of clarifying to see how things are going to change. But if it's resonating so far, please do like, comment. All the good things be greatly appreciated. So how could things change here? Oh, the World reverse. Yeah, it's not over between you. That can also be a return. Yeah, the energies have been stuck. Palace of Coins. Yeah, so there was the lack of commitment or acknowledging it. The Palace of Coins in reverse. But no more waiting here with the Seven of Pentacles reverse. They've done all their planning, assessing, analyzing, whatever. The wait is over. Seven of Pentacles reverse. They made a final judgment call here. They've done review, life review, you know, big decision time. Things are about to happen, come into order. And you're not going to see this coming with the moon. You know, they could be, you know, a little scared about what could happen with the moon. Can't really see things too clearly, but, you know, I think they're going to come through anyway. And also, you're not going to see this coming, right? We got Pisces, Scorpio, Leo, Aquarius, Taurus, Scorpio. This feels very similar to another reading. Let me see. Virgo. It seems very similar to Virgo's reading, although we didn't really have any Virgo here. We did see the King on the bottom of the deck of Pentacles. That's Virgo for me. But if you have Virgo in your chart, or they do, or they're a Virgo, whatever, you may want to watch that one. Feels just a little bit similar. Temperance reverse. Yeah, definitely things have to come into alignment here, right? There still is a soulmate connection, but a lot of things have to come into alignment. Also, they could be running out of patience about this, because there is love here, right? It definitely is. This is about more of a love-based energy. There's truth, communication coming in. They could be checking out your social media, spying a little bit, right? Now here's the Queen. We did see the King on the bottom. I think you can end up committed to this person, right? Because, like I said, they did have love here. And long-term commitment, 10 of Pentacles. 6 of Swords reverse, the return with truth, clarity, communication, a new beginning with the Ace of Swords. And surprising, shock, revolution right now. Not revolution, shock, surprise, you know, just a big change. Again, traveling, moving fast, success, victory, balance with the Chariot. So, wow, Empress, new beginning, getting what you deserve. So, we're going to look more into the extended now, Gemini. So, we're going to look into more about their energy coming forward. What does it look like the here and now? Everything you need to know, intentions, advice, guidance, just a deeper look on everything. And get like more confirmation, clarification on everything. So if that's something you're interested in, my Patreon link is below. You can become a member or do a one-time purchase, whatever suits you best. If you like a private reading, my Etsy shop's below, like 8 different readings to choose from. Check that out. Everything you need is in the description box. Links, info, my other channels, all's down there. Again, we have 2 more decks for the extended, another tarot, the animal totem, angel answers for the end of the extended if you're interested in that. So I do hope this helped, this resonated. If it did, please do like, comment, all the good things. Be greatly appreciated. If I see you on the other side, I'll see you there. If not, Gemini, again, happy birthday. Wishing you the best. And I do hope to see you next time.